Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce the idea of youth as creation and recreation. With 1.1 billion people, the number of youth between the ages of 15 and 24 constitutes around 18% of the global population. Such a reality is often seen, for good reasons, as a series of challenges. How to make sure that such a large group of people receives the appropriate education. The fourth UN Sustainable Development Goal, quality education, is as essential as difficult to achieve. How to ensure that this new generation finds satisfactory jobs in a world in which technology has become ubiquitous. And last but not least, how to protect this population from the divisive effect of inequalities. While transhumanism predicts the enhancement of the human condition, including of man's longevity, life expectancy in some countries is still below 60, it is 84 in Japan. These problems cannot be ignored by the policymakers. However, I would prefer here within the time available to look at youth as a truly unique opportunity. Indeed, is there something more powerful than the combination of energy and creativity? Think about it. It is at age 21 that the great Russian poet Pushkin wrote his Ruslan and Ludmila. With him, modern Russian was created. Kurt Gödel presented his first incompleteness theorem at 25. In 1905, what is known as his Annus Mirabilis, Einstein produced his four groundbreaking papers. He was 26. When Orson Welles created Citizen Kane, arguably the most influential film of all time, he was also 26. We could, of course, multiply the examples. Youth is the age of entrepreneurial beginnings. Steve Jobs creating Apple at 21. Bill Gates founding Microsoft at 20. XCOM was co-founded by Elon Musk while he was 28. I argue that in a world marked by increasing complexity, youth, almost infinite imagination, contributes to find solutions to the new problems mankind faces. It is why that anywhere and with the greatest possible determination, one has to empower youth. It is at 23-year-old that Giovanni Pico della Mirandola wrote what can be considered as the manifesto of the Renaissance, Oration on the Dignity of Man. The profound idea that structures this work is that man has the capacity of transforming himself. This capacity is not only what defines our human nature, but it is synonymous with youth. Pico della Mirandola's masterpiece echoes the classic of Tao. Indeed, the great form is without shape. Ta xiang wu xing. In other words, it is because it is not prefixed that the form can be possibly majestic. At this level of interpretation, the notion of youth finds itself independent from age. Anyone capable of this self-transformation remains young despite the passage of time, without, to refer to the verse of Mayakovsky, a single gray hair in the soul. While youth carries a capacity to create, it is also at each given moment and for each of us an opportunity to reinvent oneself. Stimulating was today's conversation. As a final remark, let me invite you on the 9th of March 2022 to continue the dialogue on the occasion of the launch of the China-Europe-America Youth Program. Thank you for your kind attention.